Welcome back to another episode of Floyd Speed Shop. Hey guys, today I wanted to take the time and show you the progress we're making on our twin turbo 4th gen Camaro SS. Hey, if you guys are new here, let me tell you guys what we're doing real quick. Check it out. We have this beautiful 200,000 mile 4th gen Camaro SS in navy blue metallic. It is a T56 car, so it has a manual 6-speed, and it had the original LS1 in it, and she was a runner. But I wanted to make a little bit of power out of this car, or with this car, and I figured some turbos would do just that. We have a Huron Speed twin turbo kit. This is their APS style kit. It places the turbos underneath or on the bottom side, towards the bottom side of the engine. And it is not the most forgiving turbo kit to install. Guys, it's tight, but it packages nicely. What else we did? We got an aluminum block 5.3. I picked it up for a couple $100 on Marketplace, dropped it off to a machine shop. Also picked up some $7.99 heads, but I dropped it off to a machine shop, sold the LS1, and then the money from the LS1 literally paid for this Gen 4 or aluminum block 5.3. It was originally a Gen 3. We had new Gen 4 pistons and rods put in, factory pistons and rods with a little bit of ring gap, and it paid for the whole rebuild. Anyways, moving on, we've got some Amazon fuel rails, FIC 1000s for the injectors. We got a used MSD 2-step that I picked up. Other than that, guys, oh yeah, McLeod twin disc RST clutch. I've been compiling these parts for a long time. Actually, the clutch came out of a whole different project. I've just kind of put together what I had. We aren't doing a super high dollar build on this, guys. It is a working man's budget, is what I've been calling it, and it is just a simple setup that will work. We just want to make some boost and have fun, but we don't want to. We're not chasing crazy high numbers. I want something that we can keep alive on the street and enjoy and break somebody off every now and then if we want to. We have the factory T56, factory 10-bolt rear end, so. That's another reason why we're not gonna be leaning into it too much. Factory LS1 intake and a lot of factory parts. We really just upgraded what was absolutely necessary. Also, we're keeping all of the creature comforts that came factory in this car, the AC, the exhaust going out the back. I've lived the years of having dumps, and I'm kind of over it. So exhaust going through a muffler out the back, and later on down the road, putting some cutouts and whatnot can definitely be an option. But anyways, guys, I'm going to take you guys around this engine. I'm going to show you guys what we did to this, and I'm going to give you guys just a little walkthrough of how this install has been going so far on this Huron Speed twin turbo kit. All right, I'm going to rearrange some stuff. Check it out. All right, you guys will have to excuse me for the messy shop in the background, but hey, I want to kind of go over a couple things about this kit that I experienced. First of all, the quality is insane. The guys at Huron Speed do an amazing job, and they put together a really good package that works well. And also, too, just the level of quality and craftsmanship is there. Anybody can sit back while they're trying to install something and not engineer it and think of things that they would have done differently or better. I don't think that it's possible to do with this kit just because of the packaging. Look, guys, this turbo kit routes the exhaust straight out the back with no issues. It retains the factory air conditioning. It literally, you don't have to move the engine bay around so much like you do on any other 4th gen turbo kit. So it is a little bit of a snug fit, and you do have to do a few things, but it is, I would like to think that it's definitely the best on the market as far as turbo kits go for these cars. You do have to use a different starter. You've got an MSD starter in there that you've got to run. And I made the mistake of trying to install it with the block it comes with. You have to use the supplied Huron Speed starter block. That will make it all fit. And then another thing too is these turbos come clocked. I didn't know that because I didn't read the instructions first. I decided to read them when I got stuck. But so I unclocked them and then had to reclock them. These are oilless turbos, so the only thing you need to be mindful of is where you're going to want your grease fitting. You have to unscrew the bottom side and then you fill it up every 1,500 miles. I don't know how I feel about that. Seems like a fair amount of maintenance, but we'll see how it goes. One thing that I want to try to do is I want to try to run a hose off of this, a steel braided hose, either up the engine bay or loop it around and down. So whenever I do maintenance on it, it's easy to pop the drain off and refill it with grease. Other than that, I'm not running a boost control on this thing yet. We put 10-pound springs in it, or 2 springs that are 10 pounds on the wastegates. So we're just going to run it on the spring for probably, the first portion of this car's new life. And then if we want to get wild, we'll do some more stuff to it. But here is the turbo feed. We have -8 going up to this block and then breaking it off to the back of each fuel rail, and then out the fuel rail, and then right here to the fuel pressure regulator. And the return will come out right there, and then around, and then go back. Let me know what you guys think about that fuel routing. I think that it's probably it'll definitely work. There's not a lot of room, and I don't know, I wanted to put the regulator after the fuel rail. Here's the driver side. Much easier on this side. Don't have the starter to fight with. Everything falls into place a lot easier. But let me tell you guys what I would have done differently is you need to install this whole piece on a bench and then put it up in the dry fit it in the car and then put it back. The reason being, all of these studs and everything are really tough to get to. Even on the downpipe back here, you can't do it with it on the engine. And I don't think it's possible. Maybe it is, but it'd be crazy difficult to install this kit with it in the car. Maybe you can if you're underneath it, but I definitely would put it on a cart or put it on a table and install it, out of the car, then reinstall when it's together. All right, little tidbits. Got a new alternator, even though the old one was fine. That was only $100, and the old one had crap in it. I don't even know how it worked. We're gonna go ahead and keep the power steering cooler that the last person that worked on it had on it. Why not? And we reloomed the entire wiring harness just to clean it up some. Not super necessary, but it looks a lot better. And then the MSD 2-step we wired up just to have some fun with. And yeah, that's about it with this. All right, guys, what we have next, or what we'll be doing next, is installing our Holley dual 450 fuel pump inside the gas tank. The way we're gonna do that is we're gonna cut a hole on the top side of the trunk there in the Camaro and access the fuel pump from the trunk. It is just the cleanest, not cleanest, it's the easiest way. And dude, it's a 20 plus year old 200,000 mile hot rod, so if it doesn't have one already, it's finna get it. Obviously, guys, we still also have the cold side to do in this old girl. And really, once the cold side's in and the fuel lines are run, we'll be ready to go get it tuned. I have not scheduled a dyno tuning yet, but I do want to put it on a dyno and see what kind of numbers it makes. We're not trying to break any world records, guys. We have reasonable size injectors at 1,000 cc's. We're going to be running pump 91. We're not putting a boost controller in it. We're just trying to have a driver that's going to keep the transmission alive. So don't plan on any record-breaking runs yet. However, it should be a stout little puppy. It should be a stout build. But if you haven't already, guys, hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Follow along. I need to get this thing wrapped up because we have that white 72 to build too. So follow along, hit subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you there.